Okay, this is the tutorial on how to update and maintain your website. You will go to builderall.com. You'll go to the login tab. Type your login information. Once you log in, this will be your home screen. You'll need to go to the builders area. You'll select the drag and drop, and then you'll select where it says My Sites. This is the area where any websites that you've built will be. So if you want to just view your website, you will click this highlighted website domain. If you want to make changes to your website, you need to scroll to where it says Edit. Okay, so this is the back office of your website. So this is where all of the changes will take place. When you want to view your website in desktop mode, this would need to be highlighted. If you want to view your website in tablet mode, you would click on tablet and you'll see the screen changes to tablet size. If you want to view it in mobile, you click on mobile, and this is the way it will look on a phone. We're going to do it in the desktop version. So once you're in this mode, you're able to click on anything and change it. If you decide that you want to change this wording, you would double click on it when the box forms around it. And you have the flashing cursor, then you can type whatever you want to change there by deleting this and then typing in what you want. Once you've completed the change to that, you'll click away from the box and the toolbar will go away and whatever your changes are will be there. If you want to change an image, now this, remember that this is your carousel. So if you delete this, all of the pictures will go away that shows in that carousel. But normally, if this was just a single image that you wanted to change, you would just click on the box so that the lines form around the picture. You would right click on it. You would change appearance, and this is where you would change your image. We won't mess with that since we're not changing the carousel. Again, if you want to change the typing here, you would just click on it so that the box forms around it. Then you would double click on it again until the toolbar appears. And then once you see the cursor, that means that you can begin typing. So if you wanted to change this word, you would click on this word and delete it and retype whatever it is that you want to type. Once you're finished with that, you would click away from it. If you wanted to change the size of the font, this is where you would change it up or down. If you wanted to change the type of font, you would click here and it would show you the various types of fonts that you can choose. This is your bold, italics, underline, and all of that, just like with a regular keyboard. Okay, so now we're going to go, this is where you're going to go to the different pages of your website. Right now we're on the home page. Once you click on the drop arrow, it'll show you all of the pages that's available in your website. So for example, if you wanted to go to the About page, you would click on About. This is your About page, and you would change the text the same way I showed you previously. Now, for example, this is a single image. So if you wanted to change this image, you would click on it so that you get the lines around the box. You would right click on it, and then you would go to this menu right here where it says change image. Once you click on that, and this gives you all of the images that I've uploaded for your website. So these are all the images that you have a choice to choose from. If the image that you want to replace it with is not here, you would go here to where it says upload. And then if you have the image already saved on your computer, then you would click here. For example, I have a folder with all of your images in it. And if I wanted to choose a different image, I would just click on it and it would take me to a different image. Once you click on it, it'll fill in here. You click open, and what that does is it uploads it to here to where you can select it. So if you want to choose it, once the image is brought into this gallery, you have to make sure that you click on it and that little that little check mark shows up there. Once that check mark shows up, you would click on confirm, and then it would bring the image into this box where the previous image was. So that's basically how you would change your pictures and your text. Now we're going to go to the next page, which is your contact page. Now your email is already set up. This is linked to your email, so when someone fills this out, it will go directly to your email. So I don't recommend you doing anything with this because it'll interrupt the sequence that it's set up in, and you may not get your messages when someone fills this out. So basically, the only thing you should change here, if you desire to do so, is maybe the image, but I wouldn't recommend you doing anything with the form. So we'll go on to the next page. These terms of conditions, policies, and return policies, those are all generic information as far as an e-commerce store is concerned. But if you wanted to change anything in here, you would basically change it the same way I told you that you would update your text. You click on it until the box comes around it. You double click it again, and then once you get the toolbar, you go to where it is that you want to make the change. If you wanted to add an additional sentence to this, you would just click there so that your cursor is at the end of that. You would use your space bar and then you would begin typing. Once you're done, you click away from it. And of course, with every change that you make, you need to make sure that you click on the save button. And then you want to click on save and publish. If you click on save only, it will not update the website, the live website. It will only update your template. So if you're making a change that you want to show up on your website, you need to make sure that you click save and publish. And it will confirm. A box will come up asking you if you want to confirm. It gives you 10 seconds to choose it. If you don't, it will confirm on its own. If you don't want it, then you would click cancel. So once you click confirm, then you'll get another confirmation that where it says return, it's letting you know that it was updated. You click on return, or you can just let the time run out. That doesn't really matter. Okay, so moving on to your Shop Now page. On the Shop Now page, this is a template and it fills in any products that you add to your store. It fills it in automatically. There's really nothing that you need to change here. If you make any changes here, it will disrupt the function of your store. So I do not recommend that you make any changes on this page because, like I said, it will disrupt the function. When you're adding products to your store, you need to go up here where it says panel. This is where you will do all your adding and taking away of products for your store. So you click on panel, and once you click on panel, I'm going to slide the screen over a little bit so you can see the categories. It brings you to your dashboard, and these are the options that you have in your dashboard. When you click on products, it shows you all of your products that you have listed in your store. And as you scroll to the bottom of the page, It's got all the page numbers. So right now you have 5 pages of products. The next section is categories. This is where you would add a category. These are all of the current categories that you have listed right now. If you click on the pencil, you can make changes to the name. You can add to it, change it, whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to get rid of the category altogether, then you would click the little trash can and that would delete the category. Keep in mind that if you delete a category, whatever products was in that category will no longer have a category, and so it will just show up as generic, but it will not pull up if you use the filter to try to find it, because it's not specifically set to a category. You would click here to add a new category, or here, and once you click that, you would put the name of the category here, and then you can go ahead and add products to the category. But we'll go over that later. Okay, your next section is your customers. When someone purchases, as you see, this is a test. This is the sample purchase that I made, and it puts all of my information here. This allows you to follow up with your clients, send out emails or whatever you want to do with your with anyone that has purchased from you. It'll give you their email address. It'll give you whatever contact they used in order to purchase from your site. So these are different test email address that I've used in order to test your website, and we can delete that later. These are your orders. This will show all of the orders that has come in. And again, these are all the tests that I've ran on the website to make sure that everything is working. So every time someone orders from your website, it will store it here. So if you want to go back later and follow up with these people, you can. This actually, the one that says paid out, that's the one that I actually followed through with once I got the PayPal connected. So you can go to this screen and you can follow up on all of your orders. Payment method, you really don't need to do anything with. I've already set this up for you. If you were to ever want to add Stripe as a form of payment, you would have to click here, and there's instructions you would have to follow. When you get to that, if you need my help, I can help you with that. Your next section is going to be your payment methods. I'm sorry, not the payment method. We did that already. Your shipping. And we've already set up your shipping as you told me you wanted it, so that's already in place. If you wanted to add something else, you would click add, and then you would add whatever your new shipping arrangement is. If you wanted to get rid of any of these, you just click on the trash can, or you can just disable it by sliding this to disable it. It would still stay here, but it wouldn't be an option that the customer could choose. And the other two are you really don't need. This is not in effect right now, and this is just your settings. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the product page. So if you wanted to make a change, let's say you want to change something with this luxury straight 13x7 frontal, you need to click on the pencil. Of course, if you wanted to delete this, you would click on the trash can. But to make your update, you would click on the pencil. And then this shows you exactly what you have listed. This is the name that shows up on the website. These are the pictures that shows up on the website. As we scroll down, this is your description here. So you can click here and type in whatever you want, or delete, erase, whatever you want. This is your additional information where you would go in and you would make changes. This is your prices. It always has to have a price here. It does not allow you to save this with no price. So your lowest price will show up here. And then below that is your choice of options. So these are the different links that that particular product is available in. And then this is where you would edit the prices for that. So let's say you want to change the price of the 12-inch, you would click here. I'm not going to click it because if I do, it's going to erase everything. So you only want to click this when you're going to actually make changes to this, because once you click here, it erases all of the prices and then you have to re-add all of them. So even if you're only changing your 18-inch price, you'll have to add all the prices again, because it will delete them and make room for you to add something new. So you want to click on this when you're going to make changes to your prices, and just have your original prices for everything so that you can add them all in. Once you're done with your changes, you would click on save. And then once you save, I'll click save so you could see. It'll say success, and that means that your change is complete.